If you wait 1 second. Hold on a second, I'm going to ask Trustee Berg to go out of order.
Dennis, the Long Island Growers Market request.
I can talk about that. I guess it was toward the end of last year. The mayor had a conversation with me, and he was interested in the possibility of putting the farmers market that we have on Friday mornings down at the East Main Street Ryder Avenue parking field. He was interested in seeing if we could float that for a Sunday morning, from 8 o'clock in the morning to 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Sunday's kind of benign. There's no churches there. The bars are closed. Most retail is closed. It would actually be a good spot at a good time. I'm working with Ethel Perry in the Long Island Growers Market, who's the same entity that actually does that Friday morning market. And they've agreed to do a Sunday farmers market and craft sales expo. Again, it's going to be Sunday mornings. It's going to go June through November. It's going to be 8 o'clock in the morning till 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It's going to be on West Main Street from Ocean down to the driveway of Bank of America. So it's not going to go all the way down to Havens. Theoretically, if you're in that parking lot, you could still get out through those Bank of America driveways. And it's going to be just for those 5 hours. The market's going to include bakery vendors, seafood vendors, jam and jelly vendors, a homemade soap vendor, and there's at least 3 farmers from out east that have signed on so far. So it's going to be a pretty good gathering of venues. I know there's going to be more as we get into the spring. She's talking to just about everybody out there on the North Fork to see who wants to come. We're trying to keep it to food-related entities and not so much jewelry or pottery or, I guess a dish you could have out there, but jewelry and things like that. And I think it'll be a nice addition for Sunday morning. What will happen is it will provide a place for the people who can't get to the market on a Friday morning to come on a Sunday morning. And again, Sunday morning is kind of benign. Streets basically empty. There's not a lot going on. I think it'll be a nice addition.
I know my wife's going to love it. Oh, she is, absolutely.
I see 2 new village residents out there that were very happy.
Yeah, we've attended the Iceland Farmers Market that's every Saturday for the past 6 or so years, and we love it. We would love if we could just walk outside.
You're going to have one right here now,
I would
on Sunday
absolutely
mornings.
love it. I'd like to talk to you afterwards.
Good, I'd be happy to. So pretty much that's it in a nutshell. We'll look to start it in June, or as soon as the crops come in. Well, the vendors can start it before the crops, but...
We've had a couple of contacts. Didn't you have a bakery already contact you?
Yeah, there's a bakery vendor, there's a seafood vendor. I think there's 2 bakery vendors. There's a seafood vendor, there's a jam and jelly vendor, there's a homemade soap vendor, and 3 farmers have actually signed on. So as soon as their crops come in, I'm sure strawberries will be one of the first things they'll
Actually, when I grew up, soap was a food. It was my mother's food of choice.
Well, you got here. You got to wash up before you eat. So we'll allow that.
So we're gonna close Main Street.
Main Street will be closed from probably about 7:30 in the morning, so they can get set up. It will reopen at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. They're going to run from 8 o'clock in the morning until 1 o'clock. And I mean, restaurants are not going to open up until somewhere around 12, 1 o'clock on a Sunday. There's not a lot of other retail there that really opens up any earlier than that on a Sunday. So again, it's a fairly benign.
And all the lots are open, so
I'm sorry.
you can get to all the parking lots.
All the parking lots are open.
You're basically taking about 20 parking spaces.
Exactly right.
You take the ones that are open.
So should I read it as a motion?
Yeah.
And I mean, if you are a retailer, it would behoove you to open, because now you're going to have an audience right in front of your store. So it's like built-in traffic.
Thanks.
We're gonna, I guess we're gonna have a marathon coming through in September.
Yeah, so we'll just have to do it that day.
Yeah,
So in the form of a motion, request approval for Long Island Growers Market to hold an additional farmers market on Sunday mornings from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Main Street from Ocean Avenue west to the Bank of America drive-thru. The market will run from June to November. That's a motion.
Second. So, second. Your wife second?
I think
Billy seconded it.
Did you
Go
tell her?
south and 30.
Yeah.
All in favor?
Before.
Aye.